Okay, so today we're taking a deep dive into the really unique and honestly often unsettling world of Penis Perks Plus. We've got this fascinating stack of your sources, internal registries, these cryptic texts, even an investigation report.
Yeah.
And it paints this picture that, well, it starts with humor, but it pretty quickly descends into this complex web, conflicting agendas, conspiracies.
Absolutely. And our mission today really is to try and piece together this fractured narrative.
Right.
To understand not just what happened with PCP, but maybe why each twist, each turn kind of offers a lesson in how information and influence can be manipulated, often right under our noses.
Yes, subtly manipulated.
Exactly. We'll look at the surprising origins, these really bizarre recruitment tactics.
Tactics or something else.
Oh, yeah. And the internal power struggles that really reshaped its purpose, plus all these unresolved mysteries that, frankly, suggest a much bigger, maybe darker experiment is at play.
The narrative control case study almost.
First,
okay, let's start at the beginning then. Phase 1. The sources show Penis Perks Plus, or PPP, right? Presenting itself as this social movement, rooted in, and this is their language, unabashed humor, fearless self-acceptance, and the celebration of the magnificently modest.
Quite the description.
And they even have these mottos like small penis, big leadership.
Agrees.
And with great smallness comes great leadership.
Well,
So definitely not shy about the theme.
Not at all. But what's immediately striking, I think, is while PPP might seem like a recent thing, their own internal records claim a history going way back.
How far back?
To at least 2009. The member registry, it shows them operating under aliases, like Team Tuck, Shrink Think, the Little League Underground.
Wow, okay.
And actively recruiting across Illinois and Louisiana for, well, over a decade. So this isn't just some quirky new joke.
No.
It suggests a pretty deeply rooted, organized operation.
And that memberregistry.pdf really lays it out, doesn't it?
It does. Specific names.
Yeah, like Paul Whitaker, who went by Paul's Pint-Sized Wit, joined in 2009, Team Tuck, Chicago.
And Denise Larson, Dee's Dainty Lars, same year, Springfield.
It tracks everyone through these different iterations, different locations, right up to recent people like Tessa's Connie Meyer, in 2023.
Under the Penis Perks Plus name in Lafayette, Louisiana.
Right.
And this comprehensive history, with the join dates, the nicknames, locations, who they were affiliated with.
Yeah.
That wasn't just for them. It seems it was a key part of the initial pitch to new members.
To make it look legit.
Exactly. To establish legitimacy, this long-standing presence, it gives you that sense of belonging to something established.
Okay, so that brings us to the more recent stuff. The current saga really kicks into gear May 14th, 2025.
Right.
This is when Nathan Clark gets a text, an invitation to a smallest penis competition.
Chuckles slightly.
Yeah. The prize, a $20 Visa gift card.
Not exactly high stakes, but memorable.
Definitely not your everyday offer.
Right.
And the recruiter identified himself as Jerry, but his club name.
Edward Penishands.
Edward Penishands. And the banter was just immediate. Nathan asks about the name, the nifty name.
Understandably.
And Jerry replies, let's just say the size that was supposed to go to my penis went to my fingers.
Wow.
And just like that, Nathan gets his own nickname. No Shaft Nathan.
So quick.
So that initial interaction, that almost absurd back and forth, was that just spontaneous or something more planned?
Well, that's the crucial question, isn't it? The text messages, they show this remarkably quick progression from Nathan saying yes to Jerry's intro, the immediate nickname.
Bam, you're No Shaft Nathan.
Right. And then straight into discussions about the yearly competition being like a reality TV show for the saddest, smallest men.
Oh.
The speed and the consistent sort of calculated humor, it strongly suggests this was a crafted recruitment strategy, not just random chat.
And Nathan wasn't the only one pulled in like this.
No.
He then recruits his friend Daniel Craig, who also gets vetted.
Vetted how?
Daniel had to send a picture for eligibility.
Oh, boy.
To which the recruiter, Edward Penishands, replies, hilariously, quite monstrous, scarily embarrassing.
Oh, my God.
And boom, Daniel is dubbed Micro Maverick.
Just like that. But this is where we see how coordinated it really was, beyond just Jerry.
How so?
We have this recovered voicemail. It's from someone named Ryan to someone named Kelsey.
Okay.
And in it, Ryan explicitly approves Jerry recruiting Nathan. He even notes that Nathan wants to bring Daniel in.
So higher-ups knew.
Oh, yeah. Ryan actually says, and I'm quoting here, "If you think we can handle 2 people being recruited right now, the past month's already been pretty stressful. That would work well with our planned relocation to Emerald Hills."
Emerald Hills. Okay, so relocation was already on the table.
Exactly. It clearly shows the recruitment wasn't spontaneous at all. It was part of a larger pre-planned strategy, including setting up a whole new base of operations.
So the funny texts, the $20 gift card,
Yeah.
just bait.
Seems like it.
They had a much bigger game plan, already moving pieces around. It's quite sophisticated for something starting so absurdly.
Precisely. And then, shortly after this, Edward Penishands sends this long text to both Nathan and Daniel.
What is he?
Basically, he's officially retiring, passing leadership to them.
And Nathan and Daniel, the new recruits.
Yep, as the Grand Marshal of the Micro Champions Circle, with the trademark symbol and everything.
Wow.
He says they were the first pair to do it together, that the scroll found both of you. That was no accident.
Scroll. Okay, cryptic.
Very. And he also reveals PPP's, quote, deeper purpose, its history under those aliases like Team Tuck.
Right, Team Tuck, Shrink Think.
And explains the secrecy is due to government eyes, cultural censors, and corporate interests.
So laying out this whole hidden history and importance.
Exactly. And then he gives them an owner's code, CB4QA8, for accessing membership details. It was a very neat, very orchestrated handover.
Okay, so they're leaders now, but then things take a turn, right?
A very sharp turn. Just days later, May 25th, 2025, this fraudulent FBI notice gets sent out.
Fraudulent.
Yes, sent from the official PPT email address, signed Adam Sander.
Adam Sander. Like the actor?
Apparently. And it's addressed specifically to Nathan, using his real name, Grady, which is interesting, and Daniel. It claims PPP is a nascent cult with a totally fabricated history.
Wow. Pulling the rug out.
Completely. It says all leadership has been detained and explicitly warns Nathan and Daniel to cease all contact immediately.
Okay, so an FBI takedown sounds like the end of the line.
Yeah.
Game over.
You'd think so, but the sources reveal this wasn't an external FBI thing at all.
No.
No, it was staged. An internal operation later referred to as a Phoenix Protocol.
A Phoenix Protocol. What's the point of faking your own takedown?
Well, it seems this Phoenix Protocol wasn't just about ending that first humorous phase. It was a chillingly effective maneuver.
How so?
It demonstrates how the architects of this thing could deliberately dismantle and rebrand it. Test the commitment of their brand new leaders, Nathan and Daniel.
Put them through the fire, so to speak.
Exactly, and consolidate power under a new, much more serious pretext, wiping the slate clean.
But why such drama? Why the fake FBI notice? Couldn't they just stop texting? Change the group chat name?
The theatrics, I think, point to a deeper intent. Because at the same time as this fake notice goes out, official-looking documents suddenly appear. Things like an ethical leadership policy, a micro-manual.
For Nathan and Daniel.
Detailing their new roles and responsibilities. Post-takedown.
Ah, okay, so it wasn't an ending, it was a reset.
Precisely. It proves the transition was this calculated internal maneuver, restructuring the whole organization under a completely new premise.
And it strongly suggests Nathan and Daniel were just pawns.
Pawns in a much larger and maybe darker game. It's a classic tactic, really. Re-engineer your group's purpose using the cover of an external threat.
So after this Phoenix Protocol, there's silence for a bit.
Yeah, a period of silence. And during this time, Daniel actually moves to Portland.
Okay.
Then, in summer 2025, a whole new version of PPP emerges.
The next phase.
Right. Led by 2 completely new figures. Someone called TJ, the operator, and Kelsey, the architect.
Operator and architect. Very clinical names.
They are, and they're operating from this new headquarters called Emerald Hills. Remember Ryan mentioned that?
Right, the planned relocation.
And their public mission has shifted dramatically. Gone is the humor and self-acceptance.
What is it now?
They now claim to be hunting pedophiles. Using the case of a figure named Jay Booker as their catalyst, their sort of rallying cry.
Whoa, that is a huge shift. From small penis, big leadership, to hunting pedophiles.
A massive shift. And here's a critical development. Ryan reemerges.
Ryan, the one from the voicemail.
The very same. And now he's claiming he's the original mastermind behind it all.
Right.
And in a recent live Q&A session, he's publicly blaming the weird, cryptic, almost cult-like websites that have popped up on TJ and Kelsey.
Saying they're too extreme.
Calling it their overzealousness. This points clearly to a major internal fracture. A split in the leadership.
But Ryan's own vision, you said it wasn't exactly tame either.
Not at all. He's revealed this truly radical idea of enforced equality.
How does that work?
He literally said the group's goal is to take a leg from the tallest until everyone is the same size.
That's extreme. Violent, even.
Very. And privately, the sources say he's expressed concern about Kelsey. He calls her methods clinical and cold.
The architect.
Right. He suggests she views the whole thing as just an experiment and has compartmentalized all the information using NDAs, non-disclosure agreements.
So we've got at least two major factions now. Ryan with his violent equality thing, and TJ and Kelsey with their clinical experiment.
Both with radical visions, yes. Vying for control, trying to define what PPP is now. It seems like a battle for the soul of the organization.
Okay, this is getting complicated. Let's recap the key players in this evolving mystery.
Good idea. So first, Nathan Clark. No Shaft Nathan.
The initial recruit.
Right.
Okay.
Started there, but now he seems to have become this serious interrogator, really pushing Ryan for the truth about what's going on.
Okay. Then Daniel Craig, micro maverick.
Yeah, Nathan's friend. He moved to Portland, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And now the new leadership, TJ and Kelsey, apparently see him as a loose end. There's even evidence suggesting PPP might be expanding operations out to where he is now, in Portland.
Concerning for him. Then Ryan.
The self-proclaimed mastermind. Charismatic, seems like, but pushing this violent utopian vision.
A leg thing.
Right. And interestingly, these secret web pages we found label him a traitor, a puppet, and an heir. So his role is really complex, maybe not fully in control.
Traitor, puppet, and heir.
Okay.
Then the new leadership, TJ and Kelsey.
The operator and the architect, the new, much more clinical leaders running things from Emerald Hills. Seems like they're the ones executing this pre-planned experiment.
And what about the founder, Edward Penishands, EP?
Retired, supposedly, but there's a secret blog post attributed to him.
Oh, what does it say?
He basically laments how his original humorous movement has been twisted into this cold, calculated experiment by the architect, by Kelsey.
So he feels sidelined.
It suggests he's been pushed out, yeah, but there's suspicion now that he might be the true puppet master, maybe pulling strings from behind the scenes.
Interesting. And finally, this mysterious figure, Mama.
Yeah, totally unknown, but seems powerful. Appears to have authority over Ryan, maybe even EP.
How do we know?
Those secret web pages again, they contain messages like, Mama misses you. It suggests some kind of familial element, maybe, to this whole conspiracy.
Wow. Okay, so beyond these characters, you mentioned cryptic clues and websites.
Yeah, they point towards an even deeper conspiracy. A recurring theme is the rot in many.
Many, Louisiana, where some recruitment happened.
Exactly. The idea is that the whole town is just rife with deep-seated corruption, crime, pedophilia.
And PPP's mission is?
To burn it out.
Yeah.
Literally. There's even a fake tourism website for the town that just descends into this bitter rant, ending with burn in hell many.
That's intense.
It is. Then there's talk of the last scroll.
Another scroll.
Yeah.
Like the one that found Nathan and Daniel.
Seems like it. This one is supposedly hidden at the old Sabine High School, which was the site of the original competition.
The smallest penis competition.
Okay. And then we have anagrams. Heart and love, presented as potential acronyms for secret projects.
Like what?
Things like Test Hill Emerald Asset, Ryan for heart, or maybe Louisiana's official vigilance experiment for love. It just implies layers and layers of con, hidden meanings everywhere.
It's like peeling an onion made of secrets. What about this Jason Crank figure?
Right. Nathan mentioned him, and Ryan got really evasive about it. We found an internal PPP file labeled Pest Control.
Pest Control.
Yeah. It identifies Crank as a rogue ex-member, someone who was apparently contained using that pedo incident, maybe the Jay Booker case, after he started investigating the group's finances.
Contained. That sounds ominous.
It does. And his last known vehicle was a gray pickup truck, which bizarrely connects him, potentially, to the person who renovated the Emerald Hills headquarters. A gray pickup was seen there, too.
Okay, that's a strange, specific detail.
It is. And all these threads, the leadership changes, the clues, Jason Crank's disappearance, they all lead back to this central unanswered question.
What is the ultimate purpose of this summer experiment?
Exactly. Is it some kind of social engineering project, a personal vendetta by one of these players, or a genuine, though incredibly twisted, attempt at some kind of utopian revolution?
And you said there was a reunion invitation.
Yes, a final one suggesting the experiment phase is now complete, and it's time to, quote, collect the results.
Chilling. So you've taken this deep dive with us into the strange, initially humorous, but increasingly dark world of Penis Perks Plus. from that witty text message about a smallest penis competition,
Seems like a lifetime ago now.
right, to claims of this centuries-old organization, then a fake FBI takedown, and now this new leadership with a violent utopian vision. It's just been a masterclass in shifting narratives and hidden agendas.
It really has, and I think this deep dive into PPP, it really reveals the unsettling sophistication sometimes of how humor can be used, weaponized almost as an entry point,
Yeah.
allowing the architects, whoever they are, to incrementally introduce more radical ideas, establish control over the narrative, and fundamentally reshape how participants see things, their loyalty.
So as you listening, reflect on this really bizarre case and maybe consider this. How often do things that seem harmless or even funny on the surface, how often might they serve as these cleverly disguised springboards for much larger and perhaps much more unsettling social experiments or agendas?